Adai.
What?
Adai.
Adai?
Adai.
Okay, fine.
Adai is different. Adai is what we eat.
That I know.
Teni.
In this bus?
Perundu.
Okay, I'm going to use all these words today in as many conversations as possible.
எங்க போனாலும் ஒரு தேநீர் சொல்லு. Pizza or puri?
Pizza.
Jeans or dhoti?
Jeans.
Penthouse or party வீடு?
Party வீடு.
Nachos or appalam?
Appalam.
US girls or Tamil girls? We have Sid Sriram. Dude, how excited are you?
I can't wait. I think the last time I did a show in Chennai was like a year ago. So it's been a while, and it's always amazing to play
in Chennai.
Concert. Yeah, it's the best.
They love you. We love you.
Thank you.
They சொல்லும்போது yes.
Thank you, man. I always feel it too. There's a very tangible kind of energy, and we're excited. The whole band's going to be there, and like I said, it's nothing like playing in Chennai. It's the best
So,
feeling.
Rahman's Find of the Decade அப்படின்னு ஒரு டைட்டில் இப்போ. And yes, not just Tamil, you're going into other languages. So, how busy are you?
There's not enough hours in the day. I'm busy, yeah. Well, it's a blessing, man. I think, the other day I was thinking about this. I was like, I was tired. I think it was like a long day. I was going, like through the day I was doing a bunch of stuff. And I got home and I was a little like irritable. But then I thought about like 6-7 years ago when I never had anything to do. And I was like, no, I'm living the dream for sure. So it's really busy, but it's all a blessing. And it's all stuff I'm very passionate about. So it's a good busy.
நமக்காக டைம் எடுத்து இன்னைக்கு நிறைய क्वेश्चंस நான் கேக்குறது மட்டும் இல்லாம we also have a bunch of fans, like I said, we love you, so they also have a lot of questions.
Cool.
So are we ready?
Yeah.
Simple questions அப்பலாமா இல்ல tough questions அப்பலாமா?
Your call, man. I'm game for anything.
நம்மளுக்கு கஷ்டமா கேள்வி கேட்டு பழக்கம் கிடையாது. So ஈஸியாவே போவோம். You travel a lot, you're based in US, you come here for your concerts and you perform a lot now. Like when you started off you used to be mostly there, but now you're mostly here.
Yes.
So when you travel back and forth, what do you miss about Chennai? Like now Chennai is home now.
Yeah. I think the sense of home is what I miss. So right now the way I spend like roughly 6 months in the US and 6 months here in Chennai. So it's like half and half.
Tough.
Which is very kind of representative of my kind of upbringing as well, since I was born here and I grew up there. But I think what I miss most about Chennai, there's a couple of things. One is just the energy. You walk down the street and
so much of lively.
Yes, and it's kind of a cliche, but it's very true. Anywhere you go, there's always a ton of energy. People just kind of going about their day, and I love that. You don't really get that in the U.S. Another thing is, my career. This is where my career really took off. And in that way, professionally, I feel like this is definitely home as well. I think I really realized this maybe in the last couple of years, but so much of my identity, my grounding is based in me being,
born
a
in
Chennai person. Yeah. And once I started spending more time here, that's when I really realized. Because before I'd come for like a month, maybe 2. But when I started spending like months together here, I really felt like I was like strengthening my roots, which is a great feeling, a very kind of satisfying feeling.
So you're more proud to be a Chennaiite than a US citizen?
See, there's going to be people all over the world that see this. No, but seriously, I don't think I'm more proud of one or the other. But I think my identity is, I'm an Indian, and this is home city
born here
for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of everywhere that I've been and everywhere that I'm from, but I love it here. I definitely feel a sense of comfort here that I don't feel anywhere else.
A lot of people say this, they feel so much at home when they go out, they just wait to get back to Chennai.
For sure.
So you were born in Chennai, but while you were really young you moved to the States.
Yeah.
So did you learn your first Tamil word here in Chennai, or was it there? What was your first Tamil word?
I don't know what my first Tamil word was, but until I was 3 years old, I only spoke Tamil. Until I started going to school, like in the house, everyone, my parents, my sister, relatives that came, it was only Tamil. So then once I started going to school and I kind of had to learn English, that's when
It was a very easy question. What was your first Tamil word?
Tamil word, I gave you a long answer though. Tamil word,
Amma. Appa.
Let's just go with one of those. Sure. I honestly don't.
It has to be.
Yeah, probably.
You grew up there and you always wanted to become a musician. You tried really hard. You used to make your own songs. You used to write your own songs very early.
Yeah,
that is how you still do.
For sure. Yeah, that's how I kind of, well, I got into music through carnatic music. I've talked about it a decent amount. So that's like my foundation. I started when I was 3. And when I was super young, I got into like different artists from the West as well. Like Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Wonder, like all this stuff that blew my mind. So I grew up on like both of these traditions. Yeah, for sure. So once I hit maybe around like 11th grade, I started writing my own. No, I used to write like poems when I was in 7th grade, but they were really cheesy.
But that's a good start. Look where it got you.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm glad. Like I had like this old computer, and I used to just like type up poems, not even like write them out.
Take notes.
It didn't get me anywhere. So, but yeah. So I started writing like little lyrics. I was always into that type of stuff. So then once I hit college, I went to Berklee College of Music to study music and to really become a recording artist and a touring artist. So I got really into writing my own music then. And yeah, I mean, one of those songs was the first thing that AI Sir kind of noticed about me, and it gave me a, you know, it was really cool. It was the first time I met him. He asked me to sing a carnatic song in one of my own compositions. And,
wonderful.
It was just, you know, it was cool to see.
So a solid foundation was, you know, the carnatic music, and then you build on it.
Yeah.
And your parents, your folks, your father especially, has been so supportive, you know, right through. So how important is it for budding artists or to identify young talents at home? You know, they have a skill or they have a talent, and the parents to bring that out.
I think every artist's, you know, trajectory and journey is quite different from one another's. For me, both my parents definitely picked up on it when I was super young. Like I said, I started when I was 3. And, you know, I really wanted to be on stage. I kind of insisted that they put me on stage. And then after that, I was like any other kid. I used to like not want to practice and whatnot. So they you know, kept me at it. And this really kind of helped me out as I got older, because as I got older, there would be times where, when I was in high school especially, I was like, should I just kind of go the traditional route and do something else in terms of academia, or should I take music? And my parents were the ones that pushed me to go the music side. So, which is not super common. And yeah, I think it's helped me a ton. It's also given me a good anchor point, knowing that I have a support group around me that really believes in this just as much as I do. And they, you know, when I kind of falter a little bit, they're there to back me and push me
Which
forward.
is important. You always need to fall back on family, which is
For
the
sure.
support system.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's, even now, you know, with everything that's, all the success, there's still days or moments where you question decisions, whatever. And through all that chaos, to have some voices in the background that just give you clarity is everything.
It's like the true Chennai family setup, I must say, like, or the true Indian family setup, where family is the pillar and the support system.
For sure.
But like you said, it's not very common to see parents pushing their kids to go into offbeat careers.
Sure.
Now, when your folks see the heights that you've reached in your success, they're happy?
Oh yeah, for sure. But they're also, I mean, we're all aware that this is just the beginning. You know, I think it's been a blessing every step of the way, you know, but at every point when it feels like there might be a little bit of a plateau, and touch wood, something else happens.
So Sid's journey is like been like awesome, and it still continues. It's just the beginning. We still remember the first song and the first interview, you know, I had with you, and now to interview you with hits after hits after. Every song that you do is a hit. What's the Sid's magic, that magic potion? You
know, I just I believe in the music director's vision. I think whoever it may be, if it's like the highest of the high in terms of like A.R. Sir, you know, he's the pinnacle for me. Or if it's someone who's just starting off, like I remember when me and Darbuka Shiva had the session for Madhavarte. At that point, I think he might have done music for one movie before that, but he had a vision, you know. So I just go in and I trust in the vision, and you know, you really want to connect with whoever is involved personally. Like recently when I did the song for Bharata Natyam, it was me, Santosh Narayanan, and Vivek, the lyricist. And there was just a really good kind of interaction between the three of us and a trust. So I just believe in that, and then leave the rest up to the universe or God or whatever you want.
And it's worked every time. This is mania, you know, there's so much of fans, and especially to mention there are a lot of girl fans for Sid. So we've selected out of a large group, a selected few who will be asking you questions.
Nice to meet you guys. Hi.
Hello, sir. I heard you practice Carnatic music daily. Is that true?
Oh yeah, short answer is yes. But yeah, like I said, I grew up learning Carnatic music, and even now, it's like the form of music that keeps my voice in shape, and it's a really kind of mentally intricate form. There's a lot of layers to it. So I practice around at least like 2.5 hours every day. Unless I'm traveling, then it gets a little harder. But I try to practice every day just because, one, the discipline of doing something every day and committing to it helps me a lot, just like staying on track focus-wise. And then two, because it's a very kind of rigorous form of music, it keeps my voice in shape, it keeps my stamina, performance stamina straight. And I've also learned how to use the training and apply it with whatever I do, so yeah.
Hi sir. So I've read in places that you are a sketch artist. Is that true?
Yes. Again, short answer. No, but I'll give you the long answer. I think, so like I write all my music. I write a lot. I'm always kind of writing lyrics. And this was back in like probably 2014-ish. I was living in LA. I was working on some of my own music at the time. And I was hitting like extreme writer's block. So to get over the writer's block, I started sketching in my writer's notebook, just to kind of get my mind out of that rut. And that became like an obsessive kind of just habit that I just did all the time. Like it got to the point where I go to recordings and I'd write down my lyrics for the songs. Like if you ask AirSir's engineers, they'll tell you about this. Like anytime after I leave, there'll be all my lyric sheets with a bunch of sketches all over it. So it was just like this kind of nervous tick. And then I just started getting really good at it. And it's all abstract art. I actually have some right here. It's like this. This is what it looks like. Yeah. So, and I didn't know you guys were going to ask this question, so this was just me actually moving around with a notebook. But yeah, so it's like an abstract form, and it allows me to like express myself artistically without thinking at all. It's just something I just kind of zone out and just do it for hours sometimes.
So hi sir, I've read a couple of rumors that you're going to be on screen soon. So is it true? Can we expect you?
Where did you read that? It's definitely a rumor because every interview I've done, I've been categorically clear that I will not be acting. And the reason is simple, I'm really bad at it. So I did one audition once, and it yeah, I just kind of like, if I have to act, I can speak in front of cameras and stuff like that. Even that, it took me a while to get used to it. But if I have to act in front of a camera, my face just freezes up. So this specific audition, they're saying like act excited, and my face was one way. Then they're like, can I show like a little bit of sadness? And my face was exactly the same. So maybe, you know, like when I get a little bit more free time, I'll go to acting school or something and try to learn the craft properly. But for now, I'm just gonna stick to music.
Hello sir. We recently heard that you recorded for a Bollywood number. Is that true?
No, it's not true. I'm just going to leave it at that. Next question, please.
I've heard that the first song you recorded was on Skype.
Yes. So I went to Berklee College of Music. I started there in 2008, and I graduated in 2012. And so I think I met AirSir for the first time in 2011, December. I was here for the Carnatic music season for performances. And a few months after that, I was back in college, back in Boston. And I think it was like probably February where I got an email from him saying, there's a song from Cuddle from Money Sir's movie, I want you to try it. So I was, you know, ecstatic. And I couldn't really tell anyone else about it. It had to be low key. So yeah, I got a studio space, and my laptop was super old at the time. I was kind of broke, and the camera didn't work. So I Skyped Sir from the studio. He was in Mumbai, I was in Boston, and my camera wasn't working, so just audio Skype. So it was like, there's a definite layer of just like, couldn't see each other or anything. And I had to record myself, there was no engineer there. So this was my first time ever recording with him. I was super nervous, but it's honestly kind of miraculous how it worked out, because all the gear, which I thought would be like stopping and not working on me. I thought my laptop would crash. It was crashing a lot at that time too, but that session magically, the full 4 hours, it was fine. And I thought it was an audition. I thought Sir was just auditioning me for the song, but they ended up using those vocals for the final version. So, yeah.
Hello, sir. Could you sing 2 lines from Menadi Mayavini for us?
Hey, yen thalai kerra, pontadam podra, yen uyiraadra, ennadi Mayavini, ennalu maatra, andarum aakra, ennajum kaatra. பட்டா கத்தி தூக்கி இப்போ மிட்டாய் நறுக்குற விட்டா நெஞ்சவாரியும் பட்டாக்கு இருக்கிற என் தலை கேறுற பொன்தடம் போடுற என் உயிராடுற என்னடி மாயாவினி
Awesome, man. Seriously, you know, எடுத்த உடனே அப்படியே ஃபீல் அது அந்த ஃபீல் வந்து ரொம்ப நாள் முன்னாடி you had said அது ஒரு ஹார்ட் பிரேக்ல ஆரம்பிச்சது தான் இந்த வாய்ஸ்ல இருக்கிற அந்த ஏக்கம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னதா இப்போ நான் சொல்லுவேன் ஆமான்னு சொல்லுவேன் நீங்க எப்படி அந்த ஏக்கம் உங்க வாய்ஸ்ல அவ்வளோ
So it's not a heartbreak because I think I've had this this kind of pain in my voice since I was a kid. Like since I remember like when I first started singing or like as far back as I can remember. Even like carnatic songs, I always gravitated towards the ones that had like a lot of these Tyagaraja Kritis and stuff. He's saying like, why won't you show yourself? He's speaking to God, but it can be thought of in different contexts. So those were the kind of songs that I really gravitated towards. And I think as I've gotten older, that same sentiment has just matured and evolved with me. So it's just there, you know, so I don't take responsibility for it at all.
And it works perfectly. You're just driving everyone who listens to the song like...
Thank you, brother.
You travel from US to Chennai, back, forth. In the Tamil, English, and Kalandu, சில விஷயங்கள் நான் வந்து ஆப்ஷன்ஸாக கொடுப்பேன் டக்குன்னு திங்க் பண்ணாமல் ஆன்சர் சொல்லணும்
ஓகே
யூஸ்வலாக திங்க் பண்ணி தான் ஆன்சர் சொல்லணும் ஆனால் இந்த இடத்துல திங்க் பண்ணாமல் சொல்லணும் ஓகே பீஸா ஆர் பூரி
பீட்சா
ஜீன்ஸ் ஆர் தோத்தி
ஜீன்ஸ்
பென்ட் ஹவுஸ் ஆர் பாட்டி வீடு
பாட்டி வீடு
நாச்சோஸ் ஆர் அப்பளம்
அப்பளம்
டோனட் ஆர் வடை
வடை
டாக்கோஸ் ஆர் சப்பாத்தி
டாக்கோஸ்
கேப்பச்சினோ ஆர் ஃபில்டர் காஃபி
ஃபில்டர் காஃபி
கேஃபே ஆர் டீ கடை
cafe.
US girls are Tamil girls. Hey, that is must answer question. They put
Tamil girls.
Tamil girls.
You had to put that one in there.
This is like நிறைய இருக்கு. Okay, but I think that gives us
that's a punctuation point.
இப்போ ஒரு 3 மாசம் US போயிட்டு வந்தாலே அவங்க வந்து man I forgot அந்த ஆனா நீங்க வந்து இங்கே பிறந்தீங்க பட் 3வது மாசத்துல நீங்க US போய் completely settled in US. Now you are learning Tamil. தமிழ்ல பாட்டு பாடும்போது அவ்வளோ அமேசிங்கா அந்த உச்சரிப்பு வந்து so perfect. But you are learning Tamil அந்த பேசுறது அது ஏன் இன்னும் வரல வருதா வந்துட்டு இருக்கா
கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா பேசுவேன் வீட்ல நல்லா பேசுவேன் கேமரால இருந்ததுன்னா
இனிமே நீங்க யார் என்ன கேள்வி கேட்டன்னு பேசக்கூடாது பாட்லயே ஆன்சர் சொல்லணும் ஏன்னா பாட்டுல உங்களுக்கு கரெக்டா தமிழ் வருது இல்லையா So let me see how your Tamil knowledge is.
Okay.
நான் கேட்க கூடாது பட் இருந்தாலும் நான் கேக்குறேன் ஏன்னா நமக்கு லோக்கல் தமிழ் தான் வரும் சோ சரி Dressக்கு தமிழ்ல என்ன
No, I don't know.
ஆடை
What?
ஆடை
Ade?
ஆடை
Okay, fine.
ஆடை is different. Adai is what we eat.
That I know for sure.
Love.
Kadal.
Definitely இவங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் படத்துல இருந்து காதல் காதல்னு எவ்வளவு காதல் பாடி இருப்பீங்க நீங்க இல்ல சோ ஹார்ட் லவ் தெரிஞ்சா ஹார்ட்
No.
இதயம்
இதயம். Okay, no, this I've heard.
You heard, but டக்குனு மைண்ட் வரல டோர்
Door. கதவு.
Yes. Night.
ராத்திரி.
ராத்திரி is fine but கதவுக்கு ரைமிங்கா இரவுன்னு சொல்லுவீங்கன்னு நினைச்சேன்
Sorry man.
Daily.
Daily தான்
டெய்லி தான் இங்கிலீஷ்லயும் சரி தமிழ்லயும் டெய்லி தான் டீ
இல்ல டெய்லிக்கு என்ன
டெய்லிக்கு வந்து தினமும் ஆமா தினமும் டீ
எஸ் ஆல்சோ
டீ தான் பாது டீக்கு வந்து ஆக்சுவலி தமிழ்ல வந்து தேநீர்
Oh wow.
Yeah, actually நிறைய டீ கடையிலலாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தேநீர் விடுதின்னு போட்டிருப்பாங்க. தமிழில் போட்டிருப்பாங்க தேநீர் விடுதி. ஸோ நோ ப்ராப்ளம், நான் இருக்கிறேன். என்ன டவுட்டாக இருந்தாலும் என்ன கேளுங்க. பஸ்ஸு
அதுவும் நான் பஸ் தான் சொன்னேன்.
பஸ்ஸு தான். அது ஆக்சுவலி தட்ஸ் திங். ஆக்சுவலி தமிழ் இவ்வளோ அது வந்து மிக்ஸ் ஆனதுனால தமிழ் இங்கிலீஷ் நம்ம பிரித்து பார்க்குறதே கிடையாது. We are one. That is what the special about Chennai is. பேருந்து is bus.
What is that?
பேருந்து.
T திருப்பி சொல்லுங்க.
தேநீர்.
In this bus?
பேருந்து.
Okay, I'm going to use all these words today in as many conversations as possible.
எங்க போனாலும் ஒரு தேநீர் சொல்லு. எல்லாரையும் குழப்பி விட்டுரு. சித்துக்கு என்னப்பா ஆச்சு அப்படின்ட்டு. Thanks a lot.
Thank you guys.